So, what would you say is or are some of the most important things you learned from CI apart from some of the things that you mentioned right now? Or what I'm trying to ask you is there's a lot of competition in the industry right now, not only in India or in the world, especially even in Pune.
Correct.
Like a lot of home bakers, a lot of
Yes.
people who have gone to Lake Cordon Bleu. But I think you're one of the few people who has gone to CI, right?
Yes.
So what would you say are the main differences between these two institutes, and what are some of the things that you learned that are different from what is being done here?
I think one is the knowledge of ingredients that is very, very important, and CIA focuses a lot on that because that is your core. That is where your products actually come out from. So we did an entire 6-week class on only learning and understanding different kinds of ingredients in terms of even in fruits. If you use fresh fruit versus purees versus canned food, so the ingredients is a huge aspect, which I would say is one of them. The second aspect is you actually get to work while you're on campus at a bakery or a cafe. So it's a 3-week compulsory course that you take. So it's nothing teaches you better than on the job. So you're going to actually make food that is served to customers and not only just eaten by you and your friends, which adds on a certain element of pressure because you know you have to deliver. And there are deadlines that need to be met because the cafes need to open at a certain point. So that is extremely important. And then, of course, the third aspect of opening your mind up to more than just baking, because we had a compulsory 3 weeks culinary class. So we did a little bit of culinary as well. And the culinary kids had a 3 weeks of baking class. So there is a little bit of crossover that you learn about. And also, of course, the aspect of introducing other subjects. Like we had a 3 weeks wines class where we learned all about wines. And I have friends today who are studying to be sommeliers, which is something they did not think coming in that they would want to do. So it's a lot of broadening your mind and opening up the aspects in terms of that.
Okay, so for our viewers out there, CIA is not only one of the best and the most prestigious, but also very expensive, uh, along with living in New York. So, do you think what you learned out there and the experience of living alone and working in such a hands-on environment, is it worth that investment?
It's definitely worth the investment if you're very, very sure that you want to continue in this industry, because a lot of people start out in a baking or culinary field and then they realize that this is not for them. So one of the major things I would say is if you're considering this industry and you're considering CIA, go and work for 4 months, for 6 months at a restaurant, at a cafe, doing whatever it is they let you do. Even if you're sitting and peeling carrots all day, go and work so that you actually know that this is something you really, really want to do. Secondly, train your body, because physical injury is something that you can definitely encounter, because of which you might have to change your career path. So once you are clear of these two things and you still want to go ahead and be in this industry, definitely consider going to the CIA, because you will get an invaluable education.